This season proved it again. Loans aren't setbacks, they're comebacks. Some players went out in 2024-25 and became stars, leaders, or total surprises. Let's talk about the loan moves that actually paid off. When Kepa Arrizabalaga joined Bournemouth on loan in August 2024, no one paid much attention. After losing his spot to Andrey at Real Madrid and returning to a Chelsea side that didn't want him, it looked like the end of the road. But the loan move to Bournemouth turned out to be perfect for both sides. Freed from pressure, Kepa started playing with confidence and reliability. No longer a punching bag, he became a leader, commanding his box, guiding the defense, and even sparking attacks. By May, he had 29 games, 7 clean sheets, and a 75.4% save rate, far better than during his Chelsea days. Antony put it plainly, with Kepa in goal, the team feels calm. He's earned Bournemouth 8 to 10 extra points. Now, the club wants to sign him permanently. It seems the lower pressure environment, where he's not seen as the world's most expensive keeper, helped Kepa find balance. At a club that expects stability, not miracles, he started producing quiet brilliance week after week. Bournemouth wants to sign him permanently this summer, though the financial details are still in discussion. One thing's clear, this season is a big win for Kepa. Maybe he hasn't reclaimed his elite status, but he proved he's far from finished. The same can be said about another Spaniard, Asencio. In 2023, he joined PSG, hoping for a more prominent role than he had at Real Madrid. He was done being a bench player, but things didn't go as planned. Luis Enrique barely used him, giving him just 620 minutes in Ligue 1 by January. That's when Aston Villa stepped in, offering Asensio a loan until the end of the season. For him, it was more than a transfer. It was a career rescue mission. Unai Emery didn't promise a starting spot, but he assured Marco that he would be important, and he kept his word. At Villa, Emery gave Asensio freedom in his preferred position, attacking midfielder. Unlike at Real or PSG, where he was pushed out wide, Villa used him centrally, where he thrives. It paid off quickly. In just his third Premier League game, Asensio scored twice in a win over Chelsea. He also stepped up in the Champions League playoff round against Club Brugge, scoring 3 of Villa's 6 goals over 2 legs. Statistically, he's been a revelation. Asensio ranks in the top 5 among Premier League attacking midfielders for progressive passes. He also leads Villa with 88% pass accuracy in the final third, crucial for a team built around quick transitions. In a league known for power and pace, Asensio reminded everyone of a different kind of player: intelligent, technical, rhythmic. In 18 games for Villa, he's scored 8 goals, already more than he managed in 18 months at PSG. Now the club is working to make the move permanent. With his PSG contract running until 2026, Villa has a chance to negotiate a good deal. More importantly, Asensio looks happy again, scoring, smiling, and influencing matches. It feels like he's finally found the right club, the right coach, and the freedom to be the player he was always meant to be. His connection with another loaned player is remarkable, and I'm talking about Marcus Rashford. Just a couple of years ago, he was seen as the face of Manchester United's future, one of the few players fans truly connected with. But football is unforgiving. The 2023-24 season marked a steep decline, a loss of form, heavy criticism from fans, myself included, and a lack of trust from the coaching staff. Despite growing rumors of a potential exit, Rashford chose to stay. But the new season went from bad to worse. By January, he had scored just 4 Premier League goals and looked completely out of rhythm. When Ruben Amorim replaced Ten Hag as manager, he made his stance clear. He wasn't going to give special treatment based on past glories, which forced Rashford to consider his future. That's when Aston Villa stepped in. Having sold John Duran to Saudi Arabia, the club needed attacking reinforcements for the Champions League playoffs. They brought in Rashford on loan, a fresh start in a team that needed his qualities. Unai Emery didn't promise miracles or build the team around him, but he gave Rashford structure, clarity, and a role he could thrive in. In Villa's system, he operated primarily on the left, with the freedom to drift inside. More importantly, he was trusted again, and he began to show his best. In 17 appearances for Villa, Rashford has delivered 10 goal contributions, 4 goals, and 6 assists. His standout performance came in the Champions League quarter-final second leg against PSG, where he constantly troubled the defense and played a key role in Villa's success. What changed wasn't Rashford as a player, it was the environment. Emery built a system that turned Rashford's strengths, pace, movement, and instinctive runs into weapons rather than burdens. Now, instead of being a symbol of decline or drama, Rashford is once again being talked about for what he does on the pitch. His loan to Villa didn't reinvent him, it simply reminded everyone what he's capable of in the right system, and I'm truly happy to see him shining again. Just like Rashford, Antony set out to rediscover himself and his form. His move from Manchester United to Real Betis in January looked more like a pragmatic reset than an ambitious leap. The Brazilian winger needed a fresh environment to recover from a frustrating spell in England, and Betis saw an opportunity to bring in a talented player without a major financial risk. What was seen as a short-term solution turned into a vital part of Betis's resurgence. Antony arrived with a reputation for inconsistency and underachievement. His struggles weren't about talent, but about context, an inflated transfer fee, overwhelming expectations, tactical limitations, and the tense atmosphere at United, where many players have struggled to thrive. At Betis, things changed. Under Manuel Pellegrini, Antony was given what he had long lacked: clear tactical guidance, trust, and the freedom to play his natural game. Used as a right winger in a system focused on positional attacks and ball control, he became a consistent outlet. Instead of being asked to carry the team on his own, as he often was in the Premier League, he became part of a balanced attack. By mid-May, Antony had recorded 13 goal contributions in 20 matches, 8 goals and 5 assists. That's only 6 fewer than he managed in 96 appearances for Manchester United. More importantly, he became a regular starter and improved his overall game. His link-up play with Isco has become one of the team's key weapons. Since his arrival, Betis has lost just 2 league matches, beaten Real Madrid at home and drawn away at Barcelona. At Betis, he found structure, support, and confidence. His performances became more mature, stable, and productive. Betis wants to keep him, but Manchester United may look to cash in after a strong season. Either way, Antony has reminded everyone what he's capable of and proved that when trusted in the right system, he's far from finished. Back at Chelsea, things didn't go quite as planned for young Brazilian talent Andrey Santos. Despite his potential, he couldn't break into the first team, prompting the club to send him on loan to Strasbourg. In January 2023, Chelsea had signed one of South America's most promising midfielders, paying Vasco da Gama €12.5 million for the then 19-year-old. Fast, technical, and showing early signs of leadership, Santos fit perfectly into Chelsea's long-term vision. That summer, he was loaned to Nottingham Forest, but the move didn't work out. Santos played just 7 minutes of Premier League football in 6 months. As a result, Chelsea terminated the loan in January 2024 and sent him to French side Strasbourg instead. In France, Santos was finally given regular playing time, a clear role in central midfield, and, most importantly, trust. He began starting matches consistently, playing deeper than before, and improving in areas where he had previously been criticized: game reading, tactical discipline, and tempo control. While his first half season in Strasbourg wasn't spectacular, his extended loan through the 2024-25 season allowed him to truly settle in. This year, he has played 32 matches and scored 10 goals from midfield. His game has matured, less impulsive, more composed. He now reads play more intelligently, covers teammates, and controls the tempo when needed. Head coach Liam Rosenior called Santos a special player. Now approaching his 21st birthday, Santos seems ready for the next step, whether that's returning to Chelsea or moving elsewhere. The loan helped him adapt to European football and showcase his full potential. Before the move, Transfermarkt valued him at €15 million. Now he's worth €25 million. Whether Chelsea decides to keep him or sell, they've got a highly valuable asset on their hands. Honorable mentions to Nuno Tavares, Alexis Saelemaekers, Randall Kolo Muani, and Clément Lenglet. But the player who makes me want to see him back in a top 5 league is Victor Osimhen, whose loan to Galatasaray in 2024 sparked mixed reactions. Some saw it as a step down, from Serie A champion to the Turkish league. Others saw it as a reset after a difficult year marked by injuries, conflict with Napoli's management, and tensions with fans. He needed more than just a new club. He needed a place to restart and feel valued again. In Istanbul, he got that immediately. Galatasaray made him their attacking centerpiece, and fans welcomed him like a hero. From the very first matches, Osimhen was back doing what he does best: scoring goals, dragging defenders out of position, pressing high, and leading the line with confidence and energy. As of May, he has 33 goals in 37 games, his best season ever. More than just stats, Osimhen became the emotional leader of the team. He rediscovered his joy for the game, connected with fans, and stepped into the spotlight both on and off the pitch. This wasn't just a survival move, it was a full reset. Now 26 and in his prime, Osimhen has a €75 million release clause. Chelsea, Manchester United, and Arsenal are all rumored to be watching closely. Whether he returns to a top 5 league or continues thriving in Turkey, one thing is clear. This season proved Victor Osimhen is still one of the most complete and dangerous strikers in world football. This might be the strongest loan season we've seen in years, but which player impressed you the most? Let me know in the comments. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. I highly recommend checking out some of my other videos, such as Manchester United players who revived their careers after leaving, and 8 forgotten Premier League legends as shown on your screen. My name is Ole. Love this game. See you next time.